start of a new test season for Team India, and most certainly promises to be quite a thriller. Road to redemption it has to be for Dhoni and company. All geared up for a fresh start as well. The Indian team reached Hyderabad on Monday just ahead of the first match against New Zealand, which begins tomorrow. The team very determined, of course, to shake off the horror of last season, where they got a 0-8 test drubbing, so no victories there for them. Duncan Fletcher's men are looking to New Zealand and that test series to really relaunch their campaign for test supremacy. They lost their #1 test status last year, but now are looking to really bounce back in the new season, where they will be playing tests at home against New Zealand, England and Australia as well. Alright, but what about the pitch? The wicket at the Rajiv Gandhi International Stadium at the Uppal in Hyderabad will be of particular interest to both the teams. We caught up with the curator, Y.L. Chandrasekhar, to gauge the state of the track just ahead of the final test on Thursday. Here's his reaction.
See, whatever board is doing it, okay, they're in a good this thing. And we are also, my association also prefers to have a result-oriented match. So, we have done according to the what are the things we need. That way we have done it. I'm confident test match will last for a longer period and will be result oriented.
Alright, Rasesh Mandani got a first-hand look at that wicket. Rasesh, what did you make of it? We heard you speak to the curator. He was quite confident it's going to last 5 days.
He did, but it wasn't just me, Aditya, who was speaking to the curator. Let me tell you that MS Dhoni had an extended talk with the curator as well. Obviously, the Indian team is concerned about the fact that the last time a test match was played here, it was extremely difficult to find a result. It was quite favourable to the batsmen. The infamous remark that Harbhajan made at the time that this test match could last forever and we would not find a result. So obviously there have been efforts, there has been a word put in from the Indian team management to provide some help to the spinners at some stage. The curator promises that the soil has been changed during the past 2 years or so. A bit of red soil has been added to the content. So hopefully, that will mean that the spinners will come into play at some stage, because India got the likes of Oja and Ashwin who could make the difference against New Zealand batsmen.
And Nikhil, that's the thing. You don't want a bowler's graveyard. You don't want a batting paradise to the extent that you see nothing else but runs. You want an even contest, something which, we hope is at the start of a new season will be on show.
Absolutely. Especially when you talk about test matches, you want more and more people to watch the test matches. Now, if you have a test match that goes on for 5 days and both sides, batting dominant, get out there and you don't get a result, you're not doing too much to get it popular. So I guess, the first 2 hours of play, just before lunch, you have something in it for the quicker bowlers. Then once the wicket dries out a bit, then you have batting for a day, day and a half. Come day 3, later in the day, you get that ball to start turning. Day 4, day 5, that's where the spinners come into play. So that's the kind of ideal test wicket that you'd want. Especially when you're playing in India, of course, it's going to be a little more spin friendly in comparison to some of the other tracks around the world, because that is our home strength, you could call it, and you'd want to go out there and take home advantage because you're playing at home, and you'd want Ashwin and as well as Pragyan Ojha, if he gets a game, for these guys to go out there and dominate day 4 and day 5 if it goes on till that long.